Time to start working on the roof. This cabin is kind of divided into sections. So we've got this middle 8-foot wide section that I'm standing behind now, and we have kind of a 4-foot wing and a 4-foot wing over there. So we are going to make on these 4-foot wings, if you will, kind of a ladder with the ceiling in it out of timber, and then we're going to come up with a cathedral ceiling in the middle here. Kind of keeps the roof down lower since it won't be over the entire thing. Some rafters. This will all make more sense like most things as we go, but for now we're going to make these 2 ladders on either side that we can put ceiling in. Let's get it started. So timber framing is pretty awesome. One of my favorite things to do. In the, I don't know, I guess late 90s, I took a class in Bath, Maine. I saw this Shelter Institute, still there. They did a show on HGTV. So I was like, I gotta go there. And I flew out to Bath, Maine, took this awesome timber framing class. Tully, who cut these for me, they do a lot of timber framing. The thing about timber frames, it takes a ton of time. So if you're the kind of person who likes to spend hours sharpening your chisels, getting everything perfect, do it all by hand, boy, that is the way to go. You can ask my mother. Mom, I know you're watching this, so in the comments, let the people know how patient and my lack of impulse, how much I don't like doing any of that stuff. I like to get power tools, knock it out, move on to the next thing. Short attention span. That's how we're gonna do this. This beam, what'd that take us? About a half hour? Is one of 8. And that just barely gets us started. So we are gonna, fake it till you make it through this timber frame. It's a much quicker, easier way to do it. It is still gonna take a lot of time. So I guess we better get going on these other ones. Well, we got 2 of the beams in here, 2 of the 8. These are going to make up front to back beams that hold the roof up on the cabin. So we're going to have one on top of this wall, one 4 foot in, and then the same on the other side. So what we need to do is, I got a little bit of work to do on this joint. Not a lot. We're building a rustic cabin in the mountains, not a piano bench. So we'll get her tuned up and screw it together. We're going to take measurements where the joists go, because the joists will be 8x8s like this, where they sit on top of the walls going this way. And I think they're like 3x6s, something like that, for the intermediate joists. They'll be flush on the top. We'll deck it. Let's get going. We got these two sections of beam together. So I'm gonna go through and measure. We got an 8x8 on the end, one right here on the turn. Same on the other end, we'll get one here. I think this is just gonna cantilever and cover the porch. We won't put one down there. We don't need any joists down there. But in here we have the partition wall inside that goes between the kitchen and the bunk beds. This is gonna land on it, and we'll need another 8x8 here. And we'll just measure the spaces and fill in the middle with the smaller joists. I'll show you a cool router I got too. So I've got all these walls laid out. I've got the two exterior walls and the intermediate partition, if you will. That one doesn't have any sheeting, so it's 3.5 thick, 4 and 4 because of the exterior sheeting. I'm gonna measure 8 inches here, and we're gonna route out a pocket. This will get flipped down and the joist will go into it. So in these 4 areas, we're gonna have a joist the same thickness as the beam. So we'll get routing a pocket and we'll work on the little ones. All right, I think we're set up to start routing here. I'm gonna take these 8x8s, I'm gonna cut clear through. So this is the wall, this is the beam going into it. So I'm gonna cut these edges with the saw, just to cut down on blowout from the router. But I was telling Tully, if you guys been watching the channel, you know who he is. He's the one that cut all these beams for me and has been to Kentucky with me a bunch of times. I said, hey, I can't find the right collet for a router bit to do this. Do you have a Bosch 1/2-inch router? And he said, I'll do you one better. They got I don't know what this thing is, I don't know numbers and things, but this is a massive router with the bit in it, this big plate already set up for exactly this purpose. So probably none of you will ever have this at home, but a smaller router works just fine. This one works way better, so we're gonna try that. So little break from the build. I'm back here in Kentucky at the property. I'm actually on vacation with my girls, and I think I'm gonna change where we're gonna put this cabin. So originally we thought we'd put it at our new property, have kind of a place that we could stay in while we worked on a bigger place. I'm not sure I want it there when we're done. So honestly, I think right here, this is at the entrance of property where the other 2 cabins are. In fact, right up the hill through the trees there is the Sunset Ridge, and right up this long driveway is our Squatch Hollow. Like, we put it right here at the entrance. Right there is our shed and shipping container for all the stuff that we have here. And man, just look at all the room we have to get trailers in and set this up. So I'm not sure that this is the pristine mountain view. It really is. I mean, it's just fine compared to the other one, but way easier to get in and out of this property. Way quicker to set this up and build it right there. We got power lines ahead of me, water at the street if we don't want to do rainwater. I do think we're going to do rainwater anyways. But man, this is just really set up and ready to go. So I think that's what we're going to do. All right, here's our first joist. This 3-foot joist is as heavy as any 40-footer I've ever put in. Also, that's a little big. Pretty close. So we're gonna clean this up with the skill saw a little bit, get it to fit. We got another one that's going in down here, and then we're gonna put a couple of the smaller joists in there. So let's give her a shot. So I got these bigger beams, like we said, that sit on the wall. And I want to do smaller ones intermediate because there's nothing under them. They're just the ceiling. So we're going to use these. This is the top of the beam. It's going to roll this way. This 8x8 will stand in there. And then these, I don't know what they are, 4x5, something like that, are going to go in the middle. So this total span here, I'm going to put my joist right there. 66.5, so half of that's going to be 33.25. We'll mark that right there. We'll put this on for a template and route it out. Well, that's it for our first joist and our first beams. They're gonna stand in here. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys, but oh man, this one's way heavier than that little one. Here are the two that we got. I'm gonna toenail these from this side with some timber screws, kind of hold it together so you won't see them. This side will get decked, another beam, and it's all gonna lay down up there. So I've got a lot more routing and cutting. I've got to do a whole nother beam on the other side, put it together, and then the same thing over there. Let me do that off camera here, and when we return, you guys will see this whole thing go together. Hope to see you then.